Hey, help support the show by joining the Patreon or becoming a YouTube member. Also hit that like button to subscribe if you want more Cavs-focused content.
Cavs have lost a couple games in a row. There's been a weird pattern when it comes to the Cavs coverage. Cavs start becoming undeniable. You literally can't stop having to talk about them because they're doing historic stuff. We finally get a little bit of flowers, right? Maybe we get to be thrown into if they can beat Boston conversation, or maybe somebody says that the Cavs are good finally, right? The Cavs have to work 4 times as hard to get any kind of positive recognition, but boy, oh boy, let something bad happen to the Cavs and all the hot takes start flying out. Let's see what Jeff Teague and his guys on 5:20 in the morning had to say about the Cavs losing 2 in a row, and let's see what their take is.
Hey, B-Hen, you called it. 7 out of the last 8 beat the Cavs yesterday, 132 to 119.
Yeah.
Wild went crazy, 33-7.
Be going
Big Zoo,
nuts.
28-20.
The Cavs is just too little.
James Harden had 22.
Yeah,
Now you
too
say
little.
too little?
Yeah, if Garland and Mitchell ain't getting 25 to 30, bro, they can't compete, bro.
Yeah. DJ
28 and 20.
Come on,
Yeah.
B-Han.
From Zoo.
Come on, B-Han. Come on. If the Cavs have won so many games without Donovan Mitchell and Darius Garland scoring 20 points this year. So many games that these two barely average 20. They've won 56 games. You think none of them games Darius and Donovan weren't over 20? Some of them games Darius and Donovan ain't even played. So what does this take? It's just very lazy to me, right? Like, oh, the Cavs lose a game. And by the way, no comment on like how well the Clippers played in that one, right? Like the Clippers played well. It was the first game of a back-to-back on a West Coast trip at 10 o'clock for the Eastern Conference team. No, we don't get none of that, right? The same way people act like we just straight up lost to Boston in 5 last year, right? No, it didn't happen that Jared Allen got injured, that Donovan Mitchell got injured, that Darius Garland was playing back from injury. We don't talk about none of that shit, right? When we talk about the Cavs going 7 with the Magic or going 5 with the Boston Celtics last year, it's like every other team that gets discussed gets to have their conversations happen with context. But because people have not watched the Cavs enough or not done their homework on the Cavs enough to be able to have a real conversation about them, it's like none of the context that surrounds the team ever matters. Because they decide it doesn't because they don't want to learn it. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous, right? But let's continue.
I mean, Kawhi had a throwback game.
You know what I'm saying? And then add Kawhi, Freaky Claw.
Freaky Claw's crazy.
Zubac be killing.
He be hooping, bro.
For
Big
real, bro.
Zoo.
Oh, he one of the ones,
He
bro.
old school big too.
Yeah.
High elbows, high rebounds, put back.
I like him up there with a lot of the top talent, man. I told y'all, he top 5, man.
Come on, shout out to my
But you was just using Zubac getting 20 and 20 on us like it was like a disgrace to this Cavs team. All right, man.
boy Ben Simmons with a plus minus this year at 17.
What he do? 0 for 1.
Hey, that's good because he don't even shoot.
He didn't shoot. One shot, bro.
Sorry, man. Ty Lue just he easing him
Give me
in
7
there.
shots, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, on the pod last night, we talked about Ben. B.M. was like, he gonna be good next year. Nigga, he's playing today.
He gonna be good
Give him
next
time,
year.
bro.
He is a 10-year vet.
I think he gonna.
No, we gotta treat him like a child, bro. You know, you break your legs, you gotta learn how to walk again.
I think
God damn.
he gonna retire.
Bro, that is
Nah,
nasty,
bro. 5, 5, and 6, bro. Come on, man.
Now, when Draymond do it, it's
grade
cool.
squad.
But when I do it, it's a problem.
Yeah.
Triple single, man. He is ass, bro.
He's not ass,
Hey,
bro.
I think he gonna retire, bro.
Hey, don't zoom in like that because both of them zeros look bad.
Come on, man. They played 50 minutes in the game, man. My niggas only getting in 13, bro.
He should be getting less than that.
He playing a quarter every time, bro.
I think he gonna retire, bro.
It's over.
Nah,
He ain't gonna retire, but it's over.
I need Ben Simmons to have a crazy
He
playoff
just say he
run.
can play
Alright.
for
Hoop out the
Australian
first
national
round.
team.
Don't worry.
They're not going to accept him. Bro,
We
you've been
record
dodging
this
us for
show all
years.
the time. So, y'all had that same energy
What?
when he get in the playoffs to kill.
Same shit he on again.
Oh, he's never getting a bag again.
If it was 10 million a year, the league gonna flip upside down.
I'm coming
I
back.
trust him. It's over.
Yeah.
Kawhi can get going.
I guess so. You get playoff a bit difficult.
Mm-hmm.
They can scare him a little bit.
Yeah.
Kawhi can get going.
I guess so. You get
If
playoff.
If Kawhi looked like he looked last night, we be all right.
Man, on a 4-game win streak right now.
James Harden still cold.
Hey, come on.
He hit Mobley with that.
I actually don't know if they want that. They might not want that, bro.
And what's crazy?
Too many vets, bro.
They a 2-game win streak from being in the 6th spot.
James Harden, man, he's so good at basketball.
And they got Big Zoo to deal with that OKC team.
I feel like James Harden ain't
easy.
even in shape all the way, really, too.
He never in shape no more. He still be killing, bro.
Yeah, like his knees hurt, like they hurting a little bit. He's still just cold.
Nasty, bro.
My boy be getting that bitch up.
Yeah, he be missing now, but
And Bojanovic hooped out yesterday.
I
Perfect.
told
game.
you. Remember? Oh no, let's go back to our convo.
What?
You remember when I said
he hooped out.
No. You remember I was like, they got Bogey, and he was like, "What the fuck, Bogey?" You remember?
Oh, same energy.
Yeah.
Nah, that's a great
Yeah. I was like, they got Bogey. I was like, Bogey, I ain't.
We more MPs
Shout
than
out to Bogey, man.
That's a quality player, bro.
MPZ, man.
And shout out to Nick Batum still getting run. About the Cavs.
Yeah, we better than them.
Good guys.
For sure. All right, does this say much about the Cavs?
Yeah, we better than them.
Yeah, right.
Here we go.
Nah,
you talking about?
what it do say though is, like I said earlier in a week in previous shows, if they don't combine for 50 points,
It's quiet.
it's gonna be a tough game.
Yeah, you spoke on that.
What is this take? What is this take? If they don't combine for 50 points, which they average 20, so it's not like it's hard for them to combine for 50 points. But again, we've seen the Cavs go on winning streaks, win games against good teams without Darius in the game or without Donovan in the game. They beat Oklahoma City. Donovan got like 12 points. What is this, right? If you're going to say the Cavs can't win unless Darius Garland and Donovan Mitchell combine for 25 points, show me the split of that this season. Now, I know this ain't that kind of show. This is not the kind of show where they're going to be buttoned up and have this. But, I'm just so tired of the lazy way that the Cavs get dismissed. And then, it's one thing for Jeff Teague and the 520 podcast. They're not, seriously trying to break down the fucking sport. That's not what they're trying to do. So I'm not really tripping on that. But it's people will take this and then, you'll see actual sports shows dismiss the Cavs. They need to get 25 and 25 and out of this guy and that. And it's where is the evidence of some kind of pattern that develops with that tape? You can't just say shit and then act like it's true. If you say the Cavs can't win when these two don't combine for 50, show me how bad the Cavs are when they don't combine for 50. Now they're 56 and they're 56 and 11. 56 and 13. And that tells me that's a team that can win a bunch of different ways. The Cavs have found a way to win a ton of different ways throughout the season. They have demonstrated that they can win a ton of different ways. But they lose a game to the Clippers where the Clippers shot unreal from three in a way that they have never shot. The Cavs had a bad shooting night. And now it's what the problem is? It's structural. It's because Donovan and Darius didn't go off for 50. And if the Cavs can't do that, they got nothing. When that's not been the case literally all season. It's unfortunate. But the more and more I go through these clips and you guys send me these clips, the more obvious it is that a lot of the people who get to dictate what is commonplace takes or what are commonplace takes in sports media in general are people who aren't really paying attention to the stuff that they're talking about. And I'm sure Teague's watched the Cavs a couple of times. I'm sure Behan has watched the Cavs a couple of times, right? But certainly not enough to really diagnose what the Cavs got going on. And it's just every time somebody else tries to have a critical opinion of the Cavs, and again, you don't have to have a great opinion of the Cavs. I think it is fair to say that hey, the size stuff, Jared Allen being your big, that's a problem that pops up when you go against a big like Zubac, right? And if the Cavs have to go up in a 7-game series with a talented team that has a big like Zubac, that might be a problem for them. Can Jared Allen stay on the court if that's the case. Like, I don't mind the Cavs being criticized or people bringing up stuff, but like, your criticism has to be valid, right? Like, doesn't that matter anymore? Or are we just okay with just saying shit? Like, is that what we do now? We just like saying shit? I don't know, man. Let's hit the next.
First for sure.
Yeah, that's
That's not a good sign then. Y'all got to get 50 every night.
Yeah.
That's not a
We're
good
gonna
sign.
win in the playoffs. Donovan Mitchell and old buddy got Darius Garland got a combine for 50 plus.
Because Darius Garland will go out there and get you 12.
I'm
He'll do
saying,
that,
yeah,
too.
and that's when they're gonna lose. If they don't combine for 50, it's gonna be a rough one.
Because in the playoffs, you know what I'm saying, the role players, they don't always be as good as they are in the regular season. So
fact.
if you out here banking on Todd Jerome to get to the promised land, it might get smooth.
Who is banking on Ty Jerome? Like, I've never watched the Cavs and thought to myself, man, we're really relying on Ty Jerome a ton. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Good thing about the Cavs, though, they out east, so they cool. They straight.
They got to play somebody second round, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but I'm
somebody,
saying the
bro.
first round, hopefully they,
Yeah, we
gel.
ain't worried about the first round with them. We worried about that second.
Yeah, when they get to that Knicks or Celtics situation or Bucks, it could get ugly.
I think the Cavs can be.
Who the fuck could get 50 on the butt? All right, man. Like, if we worried about what the Cavs gonna do if you can't get 50 out your two top offensive players, then like, what about the Bucks? Because what the Bucks got outside of like Dame and Giannis? Like, what does this take?
The Knicks.
They'll beat the Knicks.
Think so?
Yeah.
They got to
I
combine
agree.
for 20, 50 points. They gonna have to get
I really
25
agree with
apiece.
Mook on that.
Because
They
Jalen
can
Brunson is
beat
coming
them.
back.
They got to get 25 apiece.
Yeah.
It's the best thing that ever happened to Jalen Brunson. They got to sit out.
Yeah. He needs some rest.
Yep.
Yeah, because
Why do Tibbs
All right. Yeah, I don't love the lazy takes about the Cavs, man. Like, maybe a couple of years ago that was the case, right? When the Cavs first got to the playoffs in 2021, they definitely needed to have Donovan Mitchell and Darius go off for 25 each in order to have a chance. I think that was a valid take in 2021. But dog, this is a 56-win team in the middle of March. They clearly have been able to do that, right? They've clearly been able to win 56 games so far because in spite of Darius or Donovan not having big games against big-time opponents, they've done it multiple times. You can throw the end of playoff qualifier in there and act like it's a completely different basketball game in the playoffs, which, yeah, it's a little different in the playoffs, but you're not expecting everybody else on the team. Like, Evan Mobley's not going to disappear, right, in the playoffs. Like, he's going to have big games. He had big games last year against the Boston Celtics in the playoffs, right? You're not expecting to get a ton from Jarrett Allen. You might get a game or two here from like a Max Strus or something like that, right? But we're not overly reliant on anybody offensively. We just kind of expect players to do their part, and sometimes one guy gets hotter than the other. That's how the Cavs operate. So just if you're gonna have that take, you gotta have more backing it than just like, all right, man, trust me. Right? You got to have something that shows that, hey, there's a real flaw. They lack scoring outside of Garland and Mitchell. They can't do this or that, right? Because, yeah, Garland might get you 12 in a game, but that might be the night Ty Jerome drops 20. Or that might be the night Evan gets you 30. Acting like the Cavs are deficient in scoring when they're the best offense in the NBA right now, it's a crazy take. It's a crazy, lazy take. Like, it's nuts that you could have that lazy of a take, say it that confidently about a team that has had the best record in the NBA for like 4 months straight. Like, come on, man. Like, what are we doing? And keep in mind, they're saying that this team that has the best offense in the NBA, in some metrics, best offense that we've seen in the NBA in quite a while, while also requiring less input points-wise for Darius and Donovan Mitchell per game, and less minutes from this team can't withstand these guys both not going off for 25 a night. Like, is every single player not named Darius Garland and Donovan Mitchell gonna turn into completely useless cones if the Cavs don't get 25 a night from these guys? Like, seriously. Yeah, it sounds good when you say it to somebody who don't know what they talking about too. Right? Like this is a take that sounds good. And this is what happens, right? National people talk to other national people and they ain't watching the Cavs either. So they just say some shit. And the other people who don't watch the Cavs are like, yeah, that makes sense. And then this shit get to me and you. And all of a sudden we like, what the hell is this? This don't make any sense. What are you talking about? This is the best offense in the NBA. And we're legitimately like the big, they went to this 8 separate times in this video. The big home run take to dismiss the Cavs is to say that they can't win if these two don't go off for 25 a night. They can't beat the Milwaukee Bucks if these two don't go off. Keep in mind, the Cavs have swept the Milwaukee Bucks in the regular season without these guys going off for 25 a night. But they can't do it because Evan Mobley's useless offensively, right? Because Ty Jerome, he's just not going to get any points if you have an off night from one of these guys, right? Because DeAndre Hunter means nothing, right? Like you can't make up not getting a bunch of points from Darius Garland in any way on the deepest team in basketball. That's what we're saying. The fact that there is no pushback at all from anybody on this panel is crazy. This is not some obscure league pass favorite team that's 3 games above 500. This is the team with the 1 seed in the East, and people are still this clueless, allowed to be this clueless. If you said some shit that was equivalently this clueless about the Los Angeles Lakers or who else is probably the Boston Celtics, right? If you demonstrated that you watched this little of them while wanting to have a elevated opinion of them, people would fry you. But because nobody knows what they're talking about when it comes to the game, you're just allowed to get away with anything you say. It's nuts. It's nuts. I'm trying to keep from losing my mind, but it's nuts. I found that take to be just crazy. What? Wait, like if you're gonna say that to about the best offense in basketball, you gotta have more supporting it. Like I know this is not a big research show, but they do have iPad minis in front of them, which suggests that they got show notes. So if you're gonna go off of that take about the team with the second best record in basketball right now, or tied for the best record in basketball with the team with the number 1 seed in the East, please have more stuff defending your take than what it has here, because all I can take is what y'all said, and what y'all said don't make no damn sense. Like, do we just not pay attention to the teams that are playing the best in the NBA? Because, it just feels that way with the Cavs. It's very frustrating. But that's that take. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Y'all have a great day. Have a better night. Peace.